So for some days now, the Accra Psychiatric Hospital has been the center of attraction, knowing the challenges the mental health situation has been associated with there. But this is a countrywide problem. Very soon we'll be going on the phone line to speak with Dr. Frank Benin. He is the director of the Pantang Hospital, to find out if the situation is the same there, because they also did mention they had challenges sometime this year. And I'm told I do have Dr. Frank Benin on the phone line. He's the director of the Pantang Hospital. Good afternoon, Doc, and thanks for agreeing to speak with us.
Good afternoon, madam.
Now,
good afternoon to listeners.
Is the hospital functioning normally? I'm asking because early this year, the hospital did tell TV3 that the facility owes 500 million Ghana cedis.
The hospital's challenges have not changed much. I would say, yes, we're doing our best in very difficult moments. The indebtedness hasn't changed much, and living from day to day is so safe. Like we talked about a couple of months ago when you interviewed me, some of our challenges were, fundamentally was funding. It hasn't changed.
So is that to say that the 500 million Ghana cedis the facility owes is still the same or has probably gone up?
I remember at that time, our indebtedness was something over 3 million Ghana cedis. That's for just Pantang Hospital. And it still remains safe. We're struggling with suppliers, providing us with supplies, whatever we receive from clients, we take it to the market. So it's like you can't plan ahead. What you get today determines the quantity and the quality. Same thing, nothing has changed.
And how many patients do you have in there? Are you taking in more?
At the moment, we have around 220. And it keeps going up because of the challenges in Accra. So day by day, we keep going up. It's a difficult situation. I think maybe I should try to explain a little bit of what the psychiatric hospital's peculiar problem is. Unlike all other hospitals, this is a hospital that serves as a care home as well as a hospital. So what brings us into these perennial problems is we have a number of clients who we don't know their families, who have become the property of the hospital and the state, who we have to provide for their daily feeding, for taking care of their environment, and for taking care of their medicines and their general health. You see, and these people, according to law, it's government that is supposed to take care of them. Okay, so what happens is we do take money from people who come in and they are acutely ill. But then you use some of that money to help feed those people who are with us all the time, and we don't know where to send them.
Okay, Doc,
so, for example, Pantang Hospital has roughly about 120 people who are chronically unwell, and they are with us all the time. And somebody has to provide for them. But unfortunately, they are not being provided for. Doc, so that is the picture. It's not like...
If I can come in there, Doc, looking at what's happening at the Accra Psychiatric Hospital and also what you have over there at the Pantang Hospital, as a caregiver and with your experience, what do we do going forward? How do we deal with these situations once and for all?
I think it needs to be looked at in the short-term solution, a medium-term and a long-term one. And I think short-term, government needs to find some money for us to take care of the debts and then to get the suppliers on board. That is immediately. Going forward, they need to take a look at the policy. Those who have the chronic problems, do they really belong into the hospitals, or it should be a care home for them? We have a Department of Social Welfare, we have a Ministry for Gender and Social Protection, and these people are not like they are unwell and need something in the hospital. All we do for them is to feed them and give them medicines. And those belong in the care home, so we need to look at the policy. When you look at a sustainable means of funding mental health, is it the NHI? Is it the mental health levy? Or should we get people to pay, just like the general hospital? Because we're talking now, you go to a place like Kolebu, and don't forget Panta is a tertiary institution. You go to a place like Kolebu, and you're probably paying around 65 cities for a folder and consultation.
Right.
You come to a hospital, and it has to be 10 cities. So look at the funding gap. Who takes care of that?
Thank you very much, Dr. Frank Benin. He is the director at the Pantang Hospital. You're still watching Midday Live. Let's look at some more stories. And the